For 30 years there has been an argument about who is the best Ranger of all time. Some say it's Jason the Red Ranger, others say it's Tommy Oliver. Although each has their merits, the battle between fans is eternal, and today we are going to talk about the battle between these two great Rangers. We already know that Jason and Tommy had a battle at the beginning of the Mighty Morphin series when Tommy was starting to be the Green Ranger for the first time. In this tough battle we could see that Jason was the winner, although this is somewhat debatable, since the way Jason defeated Tommy was by taking him out of Rita's spell. This, while it was a way to win in a certain way, it really isn't like winning a battle since neither of them gave up. It was as if Tommy woke up. It wasn't really him who was in control, it was the spell. If the battle had been in full consciousness with no spell, then it would have gone on until either of them gave up or lost their lives. Another battle between these two great warriors was when Tommy became Lord Draken. In this battle Tommy was the winner, but we must say that at that time Jason was fighting with Saban and not with his typical sword. Although Saban is the most powerful weapon of all time, the reality is that Jason did not yet have the powers of the White Ranger, so he did not have all the power to control Saban well. Also, a warrior must fight with his weapon and not with a borrowed weapon, since every warrior knows his own weapon perfectly. We could notice this in the first battle when Jason used his sword to defeat Tommy. Perhaps another argument you can use is that they are not the same Tommy and Jason from the universe we know, but this battle that we are going to present today does not matter which universe they are from, we will only focus on both characters from whatever universe they are in. The important thing is to measure their powers, transformations and combat modes. Both Rangers have various transformations, and this is what makes the battle more interesting, as each transformation has its own specialty, and this is why these two legends are so important. We have seen them fight together many times, but when Tommy joined the Power Rangers, they had a bit of trouble relating to each other as they both have leadership qualities.
Round 1. Fight!
We can start by talking about Jason, who was the first leader of the Power Rangers and who is considered the best leader of all time. Even Tommy himself used to ask him for advice all the time, even when he started being the leader when he became the White Ranger. Jason, with his red Mighty Morphin transformation, has a very powerful sword which, when he passes his hand over the blade of the sword, it lights up with a beam of light which fills it with more power. It was even with this sword filled with the beam of light that he disarmed Tommy and then destroyed his sword with the blaster. Jason's fighting style is very varied since he has been practicing martial arts for a long time. Another of Jason's transformations is that of the Golden Ranger when he began to replace Trey of Triforia. This transformation is one of the most powerful of the whole franchise, since a human being cannot resist it for a long time due to all its power. With this transformation, Jason acquires greater speed and more power when attacking. He also has his golden staff of power that helps him to collect energy to throw it later. Also, this transformation comes with a good protective shield that gives him a better defense to withstand greater attacks. Lastly, another of Jason's transformations is into Omega Ranger, one of the most powerful transformations, as it comes directly from the first Rangers and is given to him by the Blue Emissary himself. The power of the Omega Ranger is very great, as this transformation must be prepared for greater challenges. Although Jason can also obtain the powers of the Green Ranger, we cannot make a good comparison of this, since in a battle that power would be used by Tommy in his transformation.
Round 2. Fight!
Let's talk about Tommy Oliver, who started out as the Green Ranger, a powerful transformation which was the first to have a shield that gave him a good defense against any attack, although the real defense was his dagger. This dagger was not only used to call his Dragonzord, but also to create an energy shield which returned all the attacks that were thrown at him. This dagger was also useful for melee attacks, having the benefit of being able to attack closer to his opponent. Another powerful transformation is that of the White Ranger, and in my opinion, I think this may be his most powerful transformation as it is accompanied by the most powerful weapon in the entire franchise. His great fighting moves started with this transformation, and we could see this not only in the TV series, but also in the movie. Although Tommy has more transformations like Turbo and Zeo, which are also very powerful, I want to highlight Dino Thunder. In this transformation we can see a more experienced and battle-savvy Tommy. He also has his staff which has several very powerful hits and an energy orb.
Final round. Fight!
Both Rangers have excellent transformations and great battle modes. Both have many years in battle and are very experienced. This gives them maturity in fighting which translates to great strategy. Here we can not only gauge their fighting form and transformations, we can also talk about their abilities as leaders and how each was able to solve problems to help the others. Although we may know that Tommy has been appearing longer in the series, we can tell that when Jason appears he creates a big impact and stands out at any given moment. This is very clear in the episode of All the Red Rangers that we can clearly see how Jason manages to stand out above everyone else. His leadership and knowledge as a ranger is noticeable. On the other hand, Tommy created big impacts also in moments like in the 1995 movie and in the Dino Thunder series. When measuring these two giants, don't think about the amount of time they appeared in the series, because even though Tommy was around longer, Jason has managed to create practically the same impact in less time, and that also has a lot of value. Because Hasbro has cancelled the universe we have known all our lives, we will not be able to see these two legends fight again, and so we no longer have any additional information about them. Even in the special episode we saw them transformed, but they were caught by Rita very quickly and we didn't get to see any new moves from either of them either. In the comments, write Jason if you think he will win this battle, or write Tommy if you think he would be the winner. Before voting, think honestly and not with your fanboy heart. Measure all his skills and transformations. Tell me, who would win in this mighty battle, Jason or Tommy? If you like Jason or Tommy, like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more Power Rangers battles.